Okay, in earlier videos, I showed you how to solve this problem by hand, and it looked a little bit like this. Then I showed you how to solve the same problem on a spreadsheet, and it looked like this. And so you can see we've got the net present value there, we've got the ROI there. Nice. Now that we have it in a spreadsheet, we could go one step further and solve for the internal rate of return. Internal rate of return is really difficult to figure out by hand, certainly beyond the scope of any courses I've taught. So unless you're using a spreadsheet or a super fancy calculator, I don't know how you'd calculate internal rate of return. So let's show how you can do that in Excel, though. It's pretty easy in Excel. So one way to do that that's pretty intuitive is to recognize that the internal rate of return is the discount rate at which the net present value becomes zero. So because I've got some nice absolute references and stuff in here, if I change this discount rate, the entire spreadsheet changes, and now I can see new values in there. See, I don't have to change them each cell. Every cell's looking at this cell, so it changes the whole spreadsheet. That's pretty cool. So, okay, NPV got lower, but it's not zero yet, so let's try a different number. Let's go back up here and try 30% maybe. Well, closer. Let's try, I don't know, 35%. Oh, now it's gone negative. So the internal rate of return is probably between 30 and 35%. You could plug in numbers all day long and try to figure out what that is. I think I figured that out earlier. I think it was 0.3247 or something like that. Let's see if that works. Ah, nice. So that tells us the internal rate of return down here, and so I'm just going to type in that number here, 0.3247, which is about 0.3247 percent. So let me change that to a percent. Oh, it doesn't want me to do that just yet. Like that. About 32% internal rate of return. Now, by coincidence, the ROI has become zero. That wouldn't always be the case, but net present value is zero with a discount rate of about 32%. So the internal rate of return, that means, is 32%. I type the numbers in down there. Now, notice if I change this back, oh, I want to change it back because I want to show the net present value. Blink, it all changes back. But because I typed it in down here, it stays. And I've got a nice complete solution in Excel that shows the net present value, the internal rate of return down here, and the ROI here, and the internal rate of return over here.